Hey guys, I'm Dominic and I'm back here with Jim, and today we're going to be reacting to all Sonic.exe mod characters explained versus Sonic.exe 2.0 mod. So, Papa has already reacted to this video before, but he doesn't really remember any of it, so we're going to be making a video on it.
That's because I'm getting old, Sonny.
Okay, so you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
In this video, we're going to be breaking down each character in the Sonic.exe mod, starting with Lord X. So Lord X is the main antagonist of the Sonic PC port and also the remake called the Sonic PC port remake demo, which is basically just a reimagined version of the Sonic.exe. Now, while Lord X does resemble Sonic a bit more than some of the other versions of Sonic, there are some huge differences here. Lord X has this dingy type of faded fur. He also has whiskers coming around his mouth, and he also has X's for pupils, which you can't really see unless you get close up to him. The iconic red Sonic shoes are gone, been replaced with this black grayish type of color, and his teeth are yellow and decaying. And of course, he gets his name Lord X from the fact that he literally has a X carved into his stomach. A lot of people think that Lord X is actually the same as Sonic.exe, but they're actually slightly different, and you can tell in their personalities. Lord X is much more serious, he's impatient, and he's a lot more malicious than Sonic.exe, if you can believe it. You can kind of tell this by how enthusiastic he gets about playing games, and as you know, his games end with you losing your soul. For those of you who think that Lord X sounds familiar, it's probably because you recognize that he sounds a lot like Tricky, just that his voice has been slightly edited. Something that is extremely creepy about...
What?
He threw us the finger.
Yeah, I pretty much saw this video already, so I did not know that what was going to happen when I first saw it, but now I'm watching it again, and I kind of knew that was going to happen.
Oh, I see.
About Lord X is that he actually has awareness of both the game files and the player themselves. So he's very similar to like Monica from the Doki Doki Literature Club. Next on our list, we're going to talk about Majin Sonic, and he's basically based off a famous Easter egg that was in the Sonic CD sound test. Even though Majin Sonic was supposed to be some type of joke, he's actually one of the more creepy versions of Sonic because he has this misshapen, smiling, human-like face and no pupils at all, making him look like something out of a straight horror story. Majin Sonic was actually placed in the game as an Easter egg by a man named Masato Nishimura, and he was also the landscape designer and also the voice of the Sonic in the Sonic CD. Majin Sonic's face is actually supposed to be based off Masato's face. And a lot of people believe that since Majin Sonic is in the same mod as Sonic.exe and all these other demonic versions of Sonic, that he is also a demon. But the name Majin doesn't actually mean demon or evil spirit in this sense. It's actually the nickname for Masato. And since Masato created Majin Sonic, he went ahead and gave him his nickname. And if you activate the Easter egg code in the Sonic CD, you'll actually get this script.
So is his nickname Masato Sonic?
No, the creator's nickname was Masato.
Yeah, but he said he's like also kind of named Masato, so I thought it was like Masato Sonic.
I think it's just a straight up Masato.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Screen that just has a bunch of Majin Sonics plastered over the screen, and that's actually what the death scene is based off in the Friday Night Funkin' mod when you're facing Majin Sonic and lose. Next up on our list, we're going to go ahead and talk about Sunky.mpeg, and I really love this Sonic because he's basically a parody of Sonic.exe, and the only way that he appears is in a hidden song called Milk. And even though Sunky is kind of derpy looking, in my opinion, I think he's actually kind of cute. And I really like Sunky because it's been confirmed that he is the only version of Sonic.exe that actually means you no harm. As weird as it is, all Sunky really wants to do is dance, party, and feed you milk, which is a reference to Sunky's parody creepypasta called Sonic.exe, in which basically he feeds people milk instead of murdering them. And since Sunky is kind of a joke character, his songs actually reflect that because they have a lot of references to other songs. For example, like Can I Put My Balls in Your Jaws, Shorty Like a Melody in My Head, Best Day Ever, and Endless. Now for those of you who are curious to how you unlock the song Milk, all you have...
If you never heard of any of those songs, I've never heard of all of them except for Best Day Ever. That actually comes from a SpongeBob episode.
Is that why SpongeBob ran across the screen?
Yeah, and I don't think you saw it, but Sunky actually turned into SpongeBob for a second.
No, I didn't see that.
you have to do is go to the title page and press up, down, left, right. And this was a reference to how you can actually get to the level select screen in the old school classic Sonic games. Next on our list, we're going to talk about Sonic.exe, and he is a character that was based off a meme in the MLG community. Sonic was created by a YouTuber called OnyxHeart back in 2010 when they made a video called How to Draw Sonic Hedgehog. It literally showed the creator drawing Sonic in this Microsoft Paint drawing software, with music from the Green Hill Zone blasting in the background. Now, even though Sonic is definitely a meme, he's actually very popular in the Sonic community. He has appeared in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie when the crazy theorist shows the drawing of Sonic to try to prove that Sonic is actually real.
Now, I don't remember that. I've watched the movie like once, and I don't remember this. I don't remember that ever happening.
Really?
Yeah, I've watched the movie once, and I don't remember that.
I guess you have to watch it again, huh?
Maybe.
And he also has his own game called Sonic Ball. If Sonic's background looks familiar to you, it's because it's actually from Gary's mod. The map is actually called GM Flatgrass. Next on our list, I want to talk about Tails Doll because this character is significantly more creepy than people actually know. Now, most people probably recognize Tails Doll from the Sonic racing game, where he was basically built by Dr. Robotnik in order to take down the real Miles, aka the real Tails. Now, the creepypasta versions of Tails Doll is much darker because it's basically just a serial killer. Tails Doll will kill anybody, it doesn't matter if it's a kid or an adult, if they perform the Tails Doll curse. Now, the details of this curse varies between different creepypastas, but one of my favorite stories basically goes like this. If a person plays the song from Sonic Racing in the dark, that's when Tails Doll will actually come out and he will kill anybody in the vicinity. Tails Doll is very much like Sonic.exe. That's why in a lot of fan art you'll see the two of them actually standing side by side because they are both homicidal maniacs. Next up on our list is going to be Fleetway Super Sonic, and I think this is one of the most underrated versions of Sonic in the Sonic.exe mod. And I think that's mostly due to the fact that a lot of people don't know this Sonic because he's very old, making his first appearance in the Sonic comic back in 1993. This version of
That is actually not true.
No?
This is not his first appearance in, like, anything. Well, the comic is true. There actually is a comic with Fleetway Supersonic, but he actually appeared in one of the Sonic.exe fan-made games, and that's probably what a lot of people don't remember.
1993, that'd be older than you.
Sonic is very interesting because this is not the heroic type of chivalrous Supersonic that you're used to seeing in the cartoons. This is the original Supersonic who was actually bloodthirsty and a little bit crazy. He was the result of Sonic coming into too much contact with Chaos Emerald energy, and all that chaotic energy basically made a separate version of Sonic, which is Fleetway Supersonic. So whenever Sonic was to get too angry or get too stressed, Supersonic would come out and basically wreak havoc, and Sonic would have no idea what he was doing because he technically wasn't in control. It was very much like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type situation. Now, even though a lot of people in the Friday Night Funkin' community are not familiar with Supersonic, he, Tails Doll, and Majin Sonic are actually the only characters in this mod that originated from the official Sonic series. And he specifically is the only character in this mod that isn't based off some type of Sonic creepypasta, because of course he's actually from the Sonic comics. Next on our list, we're going to look at Sonic.exe because...
Now, if he's not part of, like, the Sonic.exe series, then why is he even in the mod?
No, he said that he wasn't made up for the mod. He was actually based on a character that was in the show, the cartoon.
Well, that's where the comic came from. He was in, like, the comic series, and...
Right. That's what they're saying. He was in the comic series, so he wasn't made up by the creator of Sonic.exe. He was an actual character before that.
As he is the main antagonist of the mod and also the main antagonist of his own creepypasta. If you're an old boy like me, you probably remember the creepypasta, and if not the actual written version, definitely the video game that was recreated to represent the events of the creepypasta. The creepypasta basically covered how this demonic, very powerful version of Sonic was killing Tails, Knuckles, and Dr. Robotnik in this cursed video game. But one misconception that I do want to clear up is that a lot of people think that Sonic.exe is actually Sonic, but that is not the case. Sonic.exe is actually his own entity and idolizes Sonic in some way, to the point...
That's exactly what I've been telling you, but you thought Sonic.exe was like Sonic's brother.
Their cousin or something, yeah. They look like they're related. Come on.
People are probably going to think that is the stupidest thing you have ever said. And that's
just mean.
that doesn't make any sense.
Yes, sir. They look a lot alike.
No, well, whenever you say that, it doesn't really make sense because how can they even be related when they hate each other?
I don't know. You could hate your brother if you had one, right? I mean, you could hate somebody if. What if your cousin Sonic,
I don't know.
Sonic Dominic.exe?
I don't know.
was me?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. I don't think it's beyond the realm of possibilities to hate someone just because they're related to you.
So, I don't know. I can't. I have so many ideas going through my head, but I can't figure out what to think right now.
Okay. Carry on.
Point of it being unhealthy and almost obsessive. Sonic.exe is very much like Fleetway Supersonic in this way, because if you read the comics, you know that Fleetway Supersonic was very obsessed with Sonic to the point where he wanted to murder him. This is why many people argue that Sonic.exe is actually based off Fleetway Supersonic to some degree. And while we're talking about Sonic.exe, we might as well talk about Tails, Knuckle, and Eggman in this mod. The only role they really play in this mod are being Sonic's undead servants. And when they appear, we get to see references to how they were actually killed by Sonic.exe. We see that Tails.exe has had both his tails ripped out, and he also has an X sticks across his right eye, and that's a reference to how he was actually put on a stake by Sonic.exe. We see that Knuckle has his right arm ripped off, and this alludes to the fact that we see that his right arm is actually laid on the ground at the start of the mod. And Eggman seems to have taken the most damage. His head looked like it got split open and then sewn back together, which we can...
Now, I just want to let you guys know, we made another reaction video. It was this exact song, Triple Trouble, but we never got around to uploading it. So we might upload it around later today or maybe another time. But we already got it made, but we haven't gotten around to uploading it yet.
Was also by Sonic.exe. Now, I want to briefly mention Xenophanes, or as some people know it, B-Sonic. It seems like people really took a liking to this character, so the creator of the Sonic.exe is actually going to make a whole new canon for this character. And it seems like he's going to be a godlike figure that is able to call upon his minions, which are basically just people that he has killed. And lastly, we need to talk about EXE, or as some people know him, Faker Sonic. And this is a version of Sonic that was created by Revy. She used to serve as a director for the Sonic.exe mod. An interesting fact about EXE is that he is the only version of Sonic that doesn't really have an ulterior motive when he's battling Boyfriend. And if you don't believe me, let's quickly go through the different versions of Sonic, starting with Sonic.exe. This man is literally
different versions
to kill
of Sonic.
Boyfriend throughout this whole rap battle.
There's different versions of Sonic.
And what are you trying to tell me?
So that makes my statement not dumb at all.
Yeah, but like hearing you say it just sounds like really weird to me. Like let's say it's actually true. Sonic.exe is Sonic's brother. And Sonic.exe is a demon. So what is the story there?
Well, it's just I don't know, but there's a whole bunch of different versions of Sonic, including Sonic.exe. That's all. I know, I get it. You don't want to hear it.
And the only reason that he's battling Boyfriend is because he has to actually beat him in order to harm him. Lord X reveals that he wants Boyfriend's soul so that they can play together forever. And I know that doesn't sound super malicious, but take a look at Lord X again and you should know why that's a bad thing. Majin Sonic will literally turn Boyfriend into a Majin version of himself if he loses the battle. Sunky is probably the most tame on this list, and he just wanted Boyfriend to dance if he loses to him. Sanic, on the other hand, wants to brutally run over Boyfriend if he loses to him. And Fleetway Supersonic will literally shoot a laser at Boyfriend upon losing to him. Now, with that being said, I don't think there's any debate or question that when EXE turns into his second form, that he's definitely there to do Boyfriend some harm. I mean, just take a look at those teeth, take a look at those claws. We know he's there to catch bodies. A lot of people think that EXE has empty eye sockets, but they are actually just extremely dilated pupils, and you can see this in his transformation. A fun fact, he shares this trait with another popular character named Atelit. The giant entity with red eyes shown in the middle of the release picture for round 2 is actually EXE's other or his true form, as shown in his Black Sun's free play image. An interesting fact, EXE actually has no losing icon in Black Sun. Instead, EXE's second Black Sun icon is used for when boyfriend's health is low. Now, an interesting fact that I found about EXE is that a lot of people are comparing him to Mascot Sonic, and the reason that I think they're doing this is because there are some similarities between the two, even if I think that's not necessarily intentional. So, Mascot Sonic...
Is he not, like, mentally there? Because if you can look right there, his eyes are, like, not looking in the same direction. So is he, like silly or something?
I guess. I mean, that's not him. He said that people mistakenly think that he's based off of that character.
Yeah, but if you look at his eyes, they're not looking in one direction, but, like,
Right.
they're...
Right. I'm with you.
Are some similarities between the two, even if I think that's not necessarily intentional. So Mascot Sonic was created by Persano J, and basically both of these characters have these lanky, elongated limbs, so very long arms and legs. They have these disproportionately large smiles, and both of these characters have gloves that are not actually gloves, right? If you made it to the end of this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Give me a peace down in the comments. Thank you for watching. This is Urs, of course. Peace. Sonic shoes are...
Okay, so what did you think about that?
I think it explains all the different Sonic characters rather well.
Okay, so did you have any issues with the video or whatever?
Not really. Did you?
No, I didn't.
You just have issues with me.
I mean... Okay, we're not going to talk about that anymore, but I do have something to say to everybody watching this video. If you guys are wondering why I haven't uploaded every day, if you guys have noticed, if you guys have watched my other videos, the dates, if you look at the dates on them, it looks like they've been coming out every day, but that kind of was my idea. I was going to try to upload every single day, but I don't think I'll be able to do that anymore. Like,
no, I think you're just a very busy person, and you didn't realize how busy you were.
Like, I noticed how, like, I was gonna, like, how I've been uploading every few days, like, from the past few days that I've been uploading, but now I don't know what to do. So if you guys can give me some ideas on, like, give me, like, a new upload schedule, post an idea down on the comments on what I can do, and I hope you guys like this video. Comment down what you want us to react to next, or play, or do, or whatever, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you later.